Hello everybody. Today we will explore how we can help our users in terms of accessibility. iOS users already have a lot of tools at their disposal regarding accessibility that we developers don't have to contribute anything. Apple already has enabled a bunch of options where they can zoom in, zoom out, change some colors, apply filters, increase the size of text, make fonts bold, do a bunch of stuff. However, there is one option where we can contribute, and this is VoiceOver. If left unattended, VoiceOver can create a very awful experience for users in your apps. To make it easy to develop for VoiceOver, what I will do is enable an accessibility shortcut where I tap 3 times in case of the iPhones with a notch, 3 times the side button, and that will turn on this feature. For this exercise, we will work on our furniture app and we'll work mainly on the feed section. So let's turn on VoiceOver and see how the experience is right now.
VoiceOver on. For a design for everybody. Professional workplace. Build your own experience. Rugs or hardwood floor. Book an appointment with our experts. Your expectations. Want to mount an hard-working. Whatever serve. Banner 0. Banner 1. Image. Banner 2. Image. Banner 3. Image. VoiceOver off.
And that was the experience by default. So as you can see, VoiceOver can actually read the text. That's good. But without more guidance from the developer's part, it is useless. Right there, it was reading first the titles of each of the cells, then the subtitle, and then the image, something that is not really needed. So let's add some accessibility modifiers to our SwiftUI views to make this experience better for the user. Let's begin by adding accessibility element children. We don't want VoiceOver to read each of the elements separately. We wanted to read it in one go. We do that by adding .contain, and we also want to avoid VoiceOver from reading the image. We do that with accessibility hidden. Let's test this.
VoiceOver on. For build awesome living rooms. Book an appointment with our experts now. A design for everybody. Your professional workplace. Want build your own experience. Rugs or hardwood floor. With our best stores. Store 0. Image. Pine Saint.
With 2 lines, we improved a lot the navigation for that section. So let's apply the same logic for the other sections in our feed, where we hide the image from VoiceOver using accessibility hidden and with all of the text combined so that VoiceOver reads it in one go.
VoiceOver on. Build awesome living room. A design for everybody. Build your rugs or our best stores. Pine Saint. Store. 1071 Pine Street. San Francisco. Post. Hunt. Gear. Bush. Powell. Featured products. Dining room. Stunning dining table and chairs. Kitchen. Living. Moving. Power. Table. Tool. Quick link. About furniture Iki. Share Iki with your friends. News. Privacy. Contact tab bar. Selected. Feed. Voice.
Okay, now that experience was much better. The user won't get confused by by the VoiceOver reading the text in a different order or reading the name of images, which makes no sense. However, you may have noticed that the user had to move a lot through items to go to the last section. There is a way that we can improve that navigation. And that's with accessibility traits. So let's see what happens when we add an accessibility trait to each of the titles of the sections. The accessibility trait that we are adding is header.
VoiceOver on. Furniture. Featured containers. Headings.
This that appears on screen is called a rotor. A user can enable this by holding two fingers on the screen and rotating them. And by rotating, you select one of the rotors, in this case, headings. The way that the user cycles through rotors is by swiping their finger up or down.
Our best stores. Heading. Featured products. Quick links. Heading. Featured products. Heading. Dining room. Kitchen tools. Featured products. Our best stores. Pine Saint. Store. Featured product. Quick links. Heading. About unit. Share. New. Tab bar. Order. Tab.
As you could see, adding the isHeader trait enabled the user to navigate easily through all of the sections without having to cycle through each of the items in each section. The user can simply select the isHeader rotor and then cycle through them by swiping their finger up or down, and then they can cycle through each of the items. And that does it for the Feed tab. Let's now go to the Order tab and evaluate how the VoiceOver experience is.
Button. Add. Button. $0. Heading. Add. Button. Cancel. Add product. Heading. Bench. Image. Ranch. Bench. Coffee table. Edit. Button. Add. Button. $40. Heading. Coffee table. $40. Button. Coffee table. Image. Lead table. Plant. Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet. Coffee table. Heading. $40. Back button.
So as we can see, we have more opportunities of improvement. In case of our product detail and the add product section, the image is being read and then the text. We can improve this by hiding the images and leaving way for the VoiceOver to read the text, which is going to be helpful for the user. Then for the order summary view, it's also not clear for the user what the buttons are doing. When it was highlighting the add button, it just said add. Add what? We need to specify that we are adding a product. And then for the total of the order, it was just mentioning an amount, just saying $40. That's not very clear for the user, and we can easily improve this experience. For the button, since we don't want to change what it says, the plus icon is good. What we need to do is add a hint so that when the user hovers the VoiceOver cursor over it, it will display the hint for them. So it will say add, but then it will add the hint, which is what we're going to specify here. Again, this is with another modifier in SwiftUI, accessibility hint, and we add the text. In this case, it's going to be tap to add a product to the order. Now for our total. Notice that the total is the title of the navigation bar. There's no problem with that here. We don't need to add the accessibility identifiers to a string, since navigation bar title also receives text. So we add it to the text, and now let's add the accessibility label. What's the purpose of this? We're not changing the text that is being displayed, we're just changing how VoiceOver reads it with accessibility label. Accessibility label doesn't change anything visually, it just changes the way that the view is read. Before running again, let's remember to hide the images.
Voiceover on. Furniture. Edit. Add. Button. Tap to add a product to the order. Total for order, $0. Heading. Add. Button. Cancel. Add product. Bench. Coffee table. Dining table. Dining table. Edit. Button. Add. Button. Add product. Bench. Coffee table. Coffee table. Total. Dining table. Coffee table. Total for order, $95. Heading.
The last modifier that we will add is the sort priority. Sometimes we want VoiceOver to read things in a different order. We will do this in our order feed when we are buying two items of the same type. We display a quantity. We want the quantity to be read last, not first. The higher the number in the sort priority modifier, the earlier it will be read by VoiceOver. Let's also add an accessibility label here. And if we interpret our sort priority modifiers, what we want here is for the price to be read first, and then the quantity and the name in one single label. The quantity label, which is just a number, we're going to hide it.
Voiceover on. Add. Button. Tap to add bench. Total 20. Add. Button. Add bench. Add. Button. Add bench. Coffee table. Coffee. Edit. Add. Total for order, $41. 2 bench. Button. Action, $40. 1 coffee table. Button. Actions.
And that was all. Even though Apple has a lot of tools available for users, we can improve that experience. As you can see with this exercise, just by adding a few accessibility modifiers here and there, we can make the experience for users using VoiceOver better. If left unchecked, users that depend on these accessibility features will decide to go for another app that does consider them. Hope you liked the video and consider accessibility for your future apps. Bye!